Welcome to San Francisco International Airport at the site of Terminal 3, where it's only United Airlines and basically most of their domestic fleet. United owns quite a bit of real estate here at SFO. You consider where I am right now. In the E gates, in the F gates. It's the whole shebang for United Airlines as they own all of Terminal 3 here at SFO, own a lot in the international terminal, and even bleed over into Terminal 2 just because of how much they have. On my trip today, I'll be flying out of the F gates, and as you saw, I went from curbside to my gate and in my gate area in about 10 minutes. I love TSA over at SFO. I'm an SFO truther. As you can, my flight today was from SFO to Portland as I pass the Centurion Lounge, great lounge, and we'll be heading up to Portland on a UA departure that departed at 4:32. This flight took place on Friday, November 3rd, and was a great, really easy 2-hour flight. Nothing too strenuous about it as I just sit and waited and just plane spotted for a little bit. As you can see, tons of United 777s were on their way. Even you look at a Turkish Airlines 777 heading to Istanbul, this United 737 heading to Denver, and that pushing back United 757 to Boston. It's included a 777 heading to Charles de Gaulle, and as you see right here, my United Airlines Airbus A320 N419 UA, a 28.5-year-old Airbus A320 that would be taking me up to Portland today. One of the older planes on the United fleet, the Airbus A320, is not really seen as the shine it once had, but it's got the new livery at least, so that's what it had going for it. Meantime, I caught a Lufthansa 747 heading to Frankfurt, just absolutely going off in the distance, and seeing an Aer Lingus Airbus A330 coming into the gate, so everything coming to bliss. Everything took place from gate F1, which is in kind of a narrow hall at SFO, F1 to F4 in their own space, so if you're ever connecting from gate F to gate G, it's a little hallway there, and it'll take you over to the international concourse. Boarding took place on time. I was in seat 29A for this experience up to Portland. Nice, easy going. As you see, I walked down the jet bridge, tried to get a view of the plane, but just really wasn't good. As you sit and get into this Airbus A320, it's a nice 2-2 configuration in first class with 6 seats. A few rows of economy plus, and then eventually into my section in economy right there. As you see, I'm parked into my seat. Taking a look at that literature, taking a look at the tray table, and seeing the whole 9 yards of this old yet newly painted United Airlines Airbus A320. Look at the United Airlines fleet, everything from their 787 Dreamliners all the way down to where I'm at in their Airbus A320 and Airbus A319 fleet. As you start our taxi out to SFO and the runway run one right, you see SFO is a big hub for United Airlines. You can see all their backup aircrafts, if you will, over there in their maintenance wing, and as we taxi, we pass several 777s on their way on arrival, heading towards the gates. And as you see this beaten and battered 777, after seeing that 777, now we taxi out to runway one right. Now you can see our departure that overlooks San Francisco, Oakland, the whole rest of the bay, as we accelerated on out of there. We started our climb, you can see we were passing over downtown SF, in this case the island of Alameda, and over into downtown Oakland. You'll see a little bit of foreshadowing here as I switch over to flying over the University of California, Berkeley, and California Memorial Stadium down there in the abyss. So that will make sense later. Fortunately, the Wi-Fi was broken on this flight, but I did get a $100 travel credit for it. So got my free drink, Coca-Cola, and also got my free snack, a nice chocolate bar from United, so nothing too strenuous on this flight. As you see, we end up flying into a storm here into Portland, and eventually as we went over Washington and arced back around, you can enjoy our descent into PDX. First time I've ever been into Oregon.
So welcome to Portland, where the local time is now 6:13. We'll be taxiing for the next few minutes, so please stay comfortably seated until the seatbelt sign is turned off. You may continue to use a charger phones and tablets. If you're sitting in exit row, please unplug your devices into the outlets. Also, don't forget to check on your seat.
The terminal, we deplaned in the E concourse in the E5, E6 gate area. So Portland Airport, pretty nice place. E concourse definitely not as up to date as one would think in comparison to other airports, but I had no qualms at Portland Airport, at least on the arrival section. And now you can see what I really came for, is made the 2-hour drive to Eugene to see the California Golden Bears take on the Oregon Ducks, so you can enjoy the sights and sounds of Autzen Stadium before we wrap it up here on this trip of Portland. At the end of the day, it was a fun time all around in Eugene. Unfortunately, the California Golden Bears did not win and lost 63-19 to the Oregon Ducks, who will more than likely be heading to the college football playoff. Right now, you are enjoying a still image of the Boeing 737 MAX 8 that I flew on coming home. Only a year and a half old Boeing 737 MAX 8. I was too tired. I got back to Portland around 10 p.m. and my flight was at 6 a.m. So bear with me the fact I couldn't get anything of substance on these images here at the end on my arrival flight, but I was unfortunately cooked. United did me well throughout this journey. Aside from the Wi-Fi / in-flight entertainment, which I did get a $100 travel credit for, I would always fly them again. SFO is my base of operations, and I see no reason to not fly United in the future. But we thank you so much for listening into this trip report, my first ever one in my YouTube career, really. So any questions, comments, concerns, and criticism, I'm open to it and ready to hear it. So we thank you so much for listening in. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more uploads, whether it's football stuff related or even travel stuff related. Thank you.